కరోనా పరీక్షలు ప్రజల సహనానికి పరీక్ష పెడుతున్నాయి. ఏ కేంద్రం వద్ద చూసినా పెద్ద పెద్ద క్యూలు కనిపిస్తున్నాయి. టెస్ట్ కిట్ల కొరత సహా పలు సమస్యలు వెంటాడుతున్నాయి. ఫలితంగా కరోనా పరీక్షల సంఖ్య తగ్గిపోయింది. మరి ఈ సవాలు అధిగమించేదేలా? ఈ ప్రశ్నకు సమాధానమిస్తున్నారు సీసీఎంబీ మాజీ డైరెక్టర్ డాక్టర్ రాకేష్ కే మిశ్రా. కరోనా టెస్టుల సంఖ్య పెంచేందుకు డ్రై స్వాబ్ అనే కొత్త విధానం అందుబాటులోకి తీసుకురానున్నారు. నమూనా సేకరణ నుంచి ఫలితాలు అందించే వరకు ఈ ప్రక్రియ వేగంగా ఖచ్చితత్వంతో సాగుతుందని స్పష్టం చేస్తున్నారు మిశ్రా. కోవిడ్ చికిత్సకు సంబంధించి యాంటీబాడీస్ పెంచే సరికొత్త వైద్యము తొందరలోనే అందుబాటులోకి తెచ్చేందుకు కృషి చేస్తున్నట్లు వివరించారు. ఇక వ్యాక్సిన్ డోసుల విషయంలోనూ ఎలాంటి నిర్లక్ష్యం తగదని, ఖచ్చితంగా 2 డోసులు వేసుకోవాలని సూచిస్తున్నారు డాక్టర్ రాకేష్ కే మిశ్రా.
We are just doing around 60,000 to 70,000 tests per day. So in this situation, CCMB is working on dry swab test. How it is going to be useful for the people and for the governments?
With whatever capacity you are doing 70,000 tests, if you use dry swab, then you can do at least 2 lakh tests without needing anything extra, because the dry swab is very convenient. It doesn't require liquid VTM to transfer your samples to the testing centers from collection. So it's just dry swab kept in a dry bottle, vial, and then it goes to the lab. So you saved VTM cost and also the leakage and closing and unpacking self tape and those kinds, because otherwise the liquid will leak. That is not required because there is no liquid to leak. So it is very fast, it's safe. And then when in the lab, you don't have to do, in the lab generally there are 2 steps. One is RNA preparation and second is RT-PCR. RNA preparation is not required for this one. It's RNA extraction, so you can directly do RT-PCR. So you save a lot of time and some money there. So turnaround time can be 3 hours, as short as 3 hours. And you can, if you are doing 100 tests in a lab, you can do 300 tests, 250 very easily and less expensive. So I think this should be utilized, and this is as sensitive. And so because you are testing less, many people who are infected, they will not be picked. If you test more, then we will identify more people, and if they can isolate themselves, we can reduce the level of infection. That is one way which government should do. Second way is that we should all assume that everybody is infected and everybody can be infected. So we just prevent each other. In your family, you are okay. But even if in your family somebody feels little bit is symptomatic or has to test, waiting for the test, wear mask during that time and stay away from each other. But if you are in outside, you never go without mask. Take extreme care. Don't go in crowded space. So that will also reduce the infection. And vaccine is the third good thing. If we do all these 3 things, we can come out of this without much damage. Otherwise, I don't want to guess how much loss of life and suffering we have to go through before we come out of the second peak.
So right now, at what stage is this on dry swab testing, and in which time the dry swab testing may be available for the common people?
Note to all the health departments, CSIR headquarters has sent that dry swab should be used because it's fast and effective. So Bombay, there are 4 hospitals. They are going to, in Maharashtra, 4 hospitals they are going to use. They informed us. And in CCMB, we are doing everyday training sessions for those who want to get trained, get familiarized with how to do this. So I think in coming days, more and more center will use it, and it will be helpful to that people don't have to wait for long, and more number of tests can be done every day.
So right now for the COVID, we are doing just symptomatic treatments, I think. So there are so many diseases which we are curing with the stem cell therapy. Is there any possibility to use this stem cell therapy into the COVID treatment?
Stem cell is very expensive and very sophisticated therapy. There are not many diseases for which it can be used. So for COVID, is certainly not the option at the present. Even if it becomes option, it will be unaffordable for us in current situation. Uh, there are treatment that will come. So from tomorrow, we are going to announce today that we have got approval for human trials for our antibody treatment, which we are developing antibody in horse and with the Vince Biologicals, and we will be starting the human trial phase 1, phase 2 soon. And I think in few weeks we might come with the result that we can ask for emergency use approval while third phase is going on from the DCGI. But we will wait and see. Right now, it's very promising, and the trials will begin. So those are the real drugs that are, I mean, real drugs in the sense, real treatment specific against this. But we'll see how the trial outcome is. At the moment, we are hopeful, but otherwise, there is no real treatment, effective real treatment available at this time. It's very difficult to develop a drug within a year. Development of drugs take very long time, trials and those kinds of things. We are in very beginning stage, and all the antiviral that are being used, they are just repurposed, which have been either used or failed for other viruses, and we are trying, and some benefit comes. So nothing is very sure drug at the moment for this.
So some doctors are saying that single dose of vaccination may also give protection for the people. So there is no need of the second dose. And if the people who are affected after first dose of the vaccination, then they don't need to get second time. Is there any scientific proof for this?
No, I mean, it sounds logical, but we should not go into those things. First dose does give some protection, but that protection may be short and may be limited. Second dose we should take so that we get the best. Even after second dose, you don't get 100%, right? So we should not avoid second dose at all, and we should not count natural infection as one of the dose. Although technically you can consider this, but so far the understanding is that take both the dose of vaccine. Don't try new things in that. That has been tested. Let's follow that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. You're welcome.
ఇది కరోనా వైరస్ కి సంబంధించి ప్రస్తుతం తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో స్ప్రెడింగ్ కావచ్చు, అదేవిధంగా వైరస్ నిర్ధారణ, అదేవిధంగా నియంత్రణ తీసుకోవాల్సిన చర్యలపై డాక్టర్ రాకేష్ కే మిశ్రా చెప్పినటువంటి విశేషాలు.